On a chilly November night in 1966, a group of 5 men were digging a grave in a cemetery near Clendon, West Virginia. What they experienced that fateful evening would haunt them for the rest of their lives. As they toiled amongst the tombstones, their eyes widened in fear and shivers were sent down their spines. Emerging from the looming trees that bordered the cemetery, a creature with huge dark wings, like those of a giant moth, flew over them. At first, thinking that it was a huge bird, the men watched and realized this thing was no ordinary bird. It was a winged humanoid creature that would later be known as the Mothman. The creature's presence loomed ominously over West Virginia and its neighboring states. Sightings emerged near the forsaken grounds of the West Virginia Ordnance Works, a place the locals called the TNT area. Nestled to the north of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, this area was once a bustling munitions depot, back in the grim days of World War II. There they manufactured the tools of destruction, ammunition, and dynamite. In the desolate heart of the TNT area, on November 15, 1966, just 3 days after the initial sighting, an eerie encounter awaited 2 young couples. Roger and Linda Scarberry, accompanied by Steve and Mary Mollett, driving through the midnight shroud in Roger's '57 Chevy Bel Air, Linda was the first to bear witness to the creature. Her eyes locked onto a pair of crimson orbs, piercing the darkness beside the long-forgotten North Power Plant. Her scream shattered the eerie silence. Amidst the shadows stood a terrifying figure, something human-like but terribly otherworldly. It loomed at a towering 7 feet, its monstrous wings tightly folded against its back. The creature unfolded its nightmarish wings, and with wings outstretched, it pursued them at mind-bending speeds down Highway 62, exceeding 100 miles per hour. The 4, shaken and bewildered, arrived in Point Pleasant. Roger parked his Chevy on the town's edge, where they discussed their encounter. They figured it must have been a huge bird, but unsure, curiosity drove them back to the TNT area. Once back, they spotted the creature, lurking ominously along Route 62. The truth was undeniable. This creature was no bird. In the car's piercing headlights, the creature defied gravity, ascending vertically, vanishing into the sky. Seeking answers, they drove to the Mason County Courthouse, sharing their tale with Sheriff George Johnson and Deputy Miller Halstead. An investigation was launched, and the following day, a press conference revealed their horrifying tale, inspiring others to come forward with their own accounts. This nightmarish encounter in the TNT area marked the genesis of it all. The Point Pleasant Register's November 16th issue headline, "Couple Sees Man-Sized Bird, Creature, Something," launching the chilling tale into the public eye. On the morning of November 16, 1966, Linda Scarberry was rushed to the hospital by her father. The terrifying event caused her to have a nervous breakdown. Over the course of the following 13 months, this creature continued to haunt the town of Point Pleasant. There were over 100 reported sightings during this period. Witnesses to the Mothman's presence were subjected to harassment by mysterious men in black, who sought to silence any discussion of the creature. There were over 100 reported sightings during this period. These bizarre encounters all seemed to converge towards a fateful disaster, the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge on December 15, 1967. Mary Heyer, a newspaper journalist known for her Mothman chronicles, shared a deep bond with John Keel, the author of the Mothman Prophecies. Together they embarked on a journey to seek out and document those who crossed paths with the mysterious Mothman. Mary confided in Keel about a dreadful vision that had seized her in the dead of night. In her words, she spoke of a nightmarish scene, of people drowning in the frigid water of the river, around them drifting Christmas packages. She had an eerie sensation that something terrible loomed on the horizon. Upon Keel's return to Point Pleasant, Around the time of Thanksgiving 1967, he found that the region was engulfed in a disconcerting deluge of dreams and nightmares. Among those afflicted by these nocturnal omens was Virginia Thomas, haunted by visions of lives slipping away into the unforgiving waters of the nearby Ohio River. At 5:05 p.m. on the chilling eve of December 15, 1967, exactly 13 months after the Mothman's debut, the Silver Bridge was teamed with an array of vehicles. With a deafening roar, the bridge plunged into the icy depths below, claiming the lives of 46 people, leaving 9 wounded. Prior to the tragic bridge collapse, witnesses reported seeing Mothman perched ominously atop the bridge. Talk of a chilling connection between the Mothman and the disaster began to circulate, painting Mothman as a harbinger of doom or a sinister omen. After the tragedy, Mothman sightings in the area ceased. But as time went on, reports of sightings of the creature began cropping up worldwide, consistently preceding catastrophic events. This mysterious entity transcended its roots in small-town folklore, evolving into a global icon of fear and dread.